Saddle up. You're on the Lineman Life YouTube channel.
Good evening, Brother Lineman. You start your journey to the Lineman Promised Land as an apprentice. As an apprentice, you must run the gauntlet. You have responsibilities. You have tasks to do. Everyone is watching you. The foreman, the journeyman lineman you work with, the more senior apprentices. How do you do the task assigned to you? Do you listen? Do you complete the task correctly? What is your attitude? Are you a worker or somebody who talks a big game? Everyone will be watching you and critiquing your every move. That is not the only thing you'll have to deal with as an apprentice. You have new pressures. Now you have books you have to study. Books on everything from electrical theory, algebra, to overhead transmission systems. You have to pass tests on these books, and some of them aren't easy. You have a timeline that the books need to be completed by. Time creeps along for you. When will I be able to do the fun stuff? Climbing poles, operating the line truck, going up in the bucket. It seems like it will never happen. You are slowly given a little more freedom to do more complicated tasks. The journeyman linemen you work with start to trust you more in what you do. You are brought along painfully slow, learning something new day by day. The trust in you builds day by day, year by year. Then it happens. The day you waited for forever. For those that run the gauntlet successfully, the spoils of victory are sweet. You make journeyman lineman. It might be the happiest day of your life so far. Nobody gave you anything. They helped you, but you earned it. When you started as an apprentice, you were a boy. You really didn't know what it was like to work in a career. Notice I said career because being a lineman is not a job. McDonald's is a job. Being a lineman is a career that you can work in your whole lifetime. As an apprentice, suddenly you are now responsible for yourself and had a responsibility to others. Mommy and Daddy couldn't help you anymore. You had to step up your game. A miraculous transformation took place during your apprenticeship. I'm not talking about the task you learned to become a lineman, but your whole demeanor. You came in uncertain, irresponsible, immature, and now you are way different. Now you have made journeyman lineman. The first part of your title now is journeyman. The name journeyman is before lineman for a reason, because you have been on a journey. Yes, you know how to do line work now, but what is way more important than that is, because of the journey you've been on, you have become confident, mature, and accountable. You have been transformed from a boy to a man, because it takes a man to make it through an apprenticeship. But time marches on. Just when you thought you reached the pinnacle of the mountain, you realize that this journey you are on has just begun. You will be on the road to mastering your profession as a journeyman lineman for a long time. The road will be long. You will learn more along the way. Over time, you will be given more and more responsibility on the crew. You will still make mistakes along the way. Eventually, you will progress to being the man in the bucket. The foreman on the crew wants you in the bucket daily because he knows he can trust you with only a little supervision to do it right and do it safe. You will be satisfied and maybe even a little cocky. Along the same road you are on, new guys will come in that you will have to teach. You will see them make all the same mistakes you made as an apprentice. You will think, how does anybody not know that? You'll also tell them, I was never stupid like you, but you really were. You couldn't see it back then, but others could. You will help them because someone helped you. Time marches on. You are still learning. The things you learn now are small, not like the big things you learned when you were an apprentice. But these things all add up to your knowledge of how to do your job. At some point in the future, you realize you have pretty much seen it all and done it all. You will never know everything in this business, but you can come close. You might be running a crew, or you might be in charge of many linemen. You can handle any job given to you. You realize in this moment that you have mastered your job. Time marches on. You see some of the apprentices that you trained. They are now linemen. Some of them are damn good linemen. Your heart swells with pride because you know you had some part in making them who they are today. Some of them are appreciative for what you did for them, and some of them are not. They think they learned everything on their own. You smile because you know they never would have made it without your help. But you're okay with their attitude. Every now and then, they still have some questions when they get stumped. But time marches on. When you were an apprentice, time went slow. You never thought you were going to make it to lineman. Now as an older lineman, the years go by faster than ever. The apprentices you train have moved on to running crews and overseeing many linemen. Now they don't depend on you for much. They don't come to you like before to ask for guidance. They now think they know more than you. They joke that you are the old guy. But you don't tell them. The joke's on you. My purpose all along was to teach you what I know, so you don't have to be annoying me all the time about how to do something. There's a line in a Star Wars movie where Darth Vader says, "I've been waiting for you, Obi-Wan. We meet again at last. The circle is now complete. When I left, I was but the learner. Now I am the master." Just as a Jedi Knight has a circle, so do linemen. In the lineman circle, you come in as an apprentice. The guys that came before you teach you what they learned from the guys that came before them. And those guys learn from the guys that came before them. You realize that your lineman circle is now close to being complete. Your students are Darth Vader and you are Obi-Wan. You see, your students have become the masters. You think back to the days when you were an apprentice and entered the circle, and the guys that taught you. Where did the time go? You are not sad about where you are in the lineman circle, because it is every lineman's destiny to enter and complete the circle, and you always knew this. The lineman circle has been going on since the day they set the first pole. It will continue until the day there are no poles left to set. Appreciate you listening. Keep safe. Remember, you are your brother's keeper. Aloha.